Kevin Cabell. Thank you for joining us for an important update on our contract negotiations with Gray Media, the owner of one or more of your local channels. We know how important your local stations are for news, weather, sports, and entertainment. That's why we work directly with station owners across the country to renew agreements that keep these channels on the air. These discussions are a normal part of our business, and we successfully complete hundreds of similar renewals every year. Unfortunately, despite our best efforts, Gray Media has removed its local channels from our service. This is a familiar broadcaster tactic. When negotiations don't go their way, they pull their channels to pressure providers like us into accepting unfair terms that benefit them, not viewers. Gray Media, one of the nation's largest local broadcasters, is using its market power to demand a significant rate increase, totaling more than $100 million for the very same channels you already enjoy. If we accepted these demands, your monthly bill could go up. Our priority is protecting customers and keeping your service affordable while continuing to deliver the programming you value. What's especially concerning is how local broadcasters, including Gray Media, have shifted what began as a free public service into something increasingly expensive for viewers. Local broadcasters were originally granted government licenses to provide over-the-air television at no cost. But because reaching rural communities was challenging, Dish partnered with these broadcasters to deliver their channels to rural America without adding extra fees for our customers. Over the years, however, broadcasters like Gray Media began imposing fees for these once free signals. Today, they threaten channel blackouts unless TV providers accept steep and recurring rate hikes. That's why we're standing firm for fair, reasonable terms to help ensure your local programming remains accessible and affordable. We understand how important this programming is to you, and we sincerely apologize for any frustrations this may be causing. Please know that we're working hard to reach a fair agreement and hope to restore your channels as soon as possible. While we continue to negotiate to bring your channels back, here are some alternative viewing options for local channels: an over-the-air antenna, or through the local programmer streaming apps: Peacock to view NBC local content, Paramount Plus for CBS local content, Fox One for Fox local content, and ABC.com for ABC local content. We also need your support. Your voice can make a real difference. Please take a moment to visit dishpromise.com. Once you enter your zip code, scroll to the bottom of the page where we've made it easy for your voice to be heard. From there, you can contact Gray Media directly and let them know you want them to agree to a fair deal. You can also call the Federal Communications Commission at 1-888-CALL-FCC. That is 1-888-225-5322. And share your concerns about broadcasters like Gray Media continuing to acquire more local stations and using them as leverage to demand higher fees from TV providers, costs that ultimately get passed on to viewers. Thank you for your time. We'll keep you posted as new information becomes available.